Welcome to the Jim of All Trades channel. Glad you made it by. My name's Jim. I'm a crypto trader and a Forex trader here to help you understand the market from an Elliott wave perspective. Hope you're doing well, guys. Normally doing Sunday night charts tonight, but I have technical difficulties, so just gonna have to. I canceled the stream and gonna share my thoughts here. All right, guys. Here's what's going on. It's kind of the moment of truth for Bitcoin here because this is a major. A major structure that's being created. Okay, this structure right here, just on first glance, looks like a bull flag. Okay, you got some kind of a three-wave move there, and there's different ways to how do I say it? There's different ways to interpret that, but now we're starting to go. We're starting to get up and go. So that's a possibility. There it is. And so this could be making a fifth wave to the upside. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we need 5. And so what's happening then is this is a 1, 2, 3. We're in the third wave. Okay, that means it's going to be fast and furious. Okay, doesn't mean we can't have a 1, 2, 1, 2. But let me zoom in just a little bit. There we go. You can kind of look at this here as a 1, 2 right there. This is a flat 2, and now we're in wave 3. 4, 5. Now that 3, 4, 5 is going to go up a lot higher. Okay, the way we project third waves. This is the bullish count here, guys. Is we pull the fibs like so, and I would expect based on the size of that first wave, we're going to get up to at least the 2618, at least minimum. Okay, but a good chance we get up to the 3618 or even the 4618. Okay, so I'm saying that if this is a 1, 2 off the bottom and now we're pumping, then we have a really strong likelihood of going up to 120, 140K, no problem. Okay, so there's one count for you right there. Okay. So we'd be counting this as a 1, 2, 3, 4, and an extended fifth wave. Now, zooming back out just a little bit, I would expect the extended fifth to be at least a 1-to-1 extension of the 1 to 3. So, boom. Actually, I would say a 1618 extension would even be likely. Guys, 146K. Not a horrible target right there at all. 140K, not a bad target if this is bullish. Okay, we would look at this trend line up here. Boom. We'd probably get a throw over, but this could be just a giant leading diag, which would be followed by a dump and a multi-year bear market. Multi-year bear market. So we pump, okay, and then we dump. Multi-year bear market, and we find support back down here at about 20K when that's all said and done. And there you go. And there's an Elliott wave sequence right there where you got the initial wave, 3-wave pullback, and then we'd be going. So this would take years to play. This price action would remain in here for years, okay, until finally it dumped and got back down to 20K. So you'd want to be taking profit. You'd want to be taking profit up near the top. This isn't just going to keep going up and up and up and never stop. Okay, so there's the bullish count there for you guys. That's the bullish look at it, and that's a way to interpret what we've got going on. It's a real possibility. So yeah, moment of truth here for Bitcoin on that bullish count. Okay, because we really need Bitcoin to test this trend line right here. Test this trend line and then break up and out. Okay, that's what we need if we're bullish. Okay, that's what we need to see. And what we want to see is, I'd like to see this trend line hold. It doesn't have to hold, but I'd like to see it hold. But even if we could pop up here, 3-wave back, and then go again. Okay, so that's it. That would be a 1, 2, 1, 2, and then we go. So there's a bullish idea for you that has us retesting this, getting some rejection, and then hopefully finding support here on that trend line right there. Boom. So that's my bullish look, guys. That's my bullish count. That's the way I'm thinking about it. That's one way of interpreting the wave. Now, what are some other ways? Other ways to interpret what we've got going on? Well, if it's bearish, what we might have going on here, and we've been talking about this for a long time, is that this could be a 3-wave move, and now looking for 5 waves back down to the downside. And what we have here is a 1, 2, 1, 2. It could be a leading diag. You could have a leading diag here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, there's a leading diag potentially with a 3-wave pullback, which could break that trend line we talked about. Could break that trend line, but then we could just come on straight down. Boom. All right, and that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We find support down here about between $4,000 and $10,000. Okay. So there's the bearish concept for you, that this is actually getting ready to dump, and it's going to dump hard and take us down. It'll take the next year to year and a half for this to play out, right? But we dump, and it could take even longer than that. It could take the next 2 years, right? So to dump, but that would be a bearish look. Okay. Then all of a sudden you're looking at this as an A, B, and then a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, C. A, B, C, A, B, C, and then we look for a pump. Okay, but that pump wouldn't, it would probably begin slow and work its way up. Okay. All right. So there's the bearish idea. So we got a bullish idea, we got a bearish idea there, and I don't know which way it's going, but this is the moment of truth. This is what we're looking for. So this wave structure here, what we're going to want, what you're going to want to do is draw this trend line there. You want to, if you're bullish, you want that to hold and find this go. You're going to draw this trend line as well. Okay. If this one breaks, you're going to want this one to hold if you're bullish. Okay. And then finally, you're going to draw this trend line here. These are all support lines, okay, in which you'd want to see price bouncing off of this and rejecting, okay. You also want to see price breaking this. So we're gonna, more than likely, price is going to see these trend lines here. We're going to consolidate in here, okay. Oh man, my mouse is jumping all over the place. I think it has to do with my OBS software, guys. I think that's the problem. Anyway. Okay, boom, 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 boom. Or boom. Okay. That's kind of where we are, guys. It really is. It's that simple. It's that we can keep it that simplistic. Okay. So looking at it on the small time frame, 15 minute, 1 hour. We're getting a bit of a strong dump at the moment. Okay, so we're going to draw this trend line right here. We'd like to see, come on, like to see that hold right there. if that breaks, we're gonna get bearish here on the short term. I think it's gonna hold. Doesn't have to hold. Could be done. We're looking at this as a potential A, B, and we just came and tagged a 1-to-1. I just don't think it's finished. I don't, man, it just doesn't look finished. A, B, C. I can't see 5 waves in here. This might be creating a 4th wave. Yeah, I would expect this trend line to hold and then a move to the upside. Now, how do we interpret this? Because that's a really interesting, weird structure. It's really challenging. Really challenging. You could have a WXY. Okay. A, B, C. A, B, C. A, B, C. W, X, Y. Now, if they're going to double it up, this could be A, B, C back. So it could be a larger W, X, and then Y. Now, if they bring this back 90%, okay, then we're looking at a flat. Boom, boom, boom. 90% retrace. It could even be 100%. Take the high, come down fast. A, B, C. So these are just wave structures, ideas that price could take in this area. Just because this looks like it's pumping doesn't mean it has to pump. I've just offered for you some bearish ideas, and I offered for you a bullish idea. Now, I can, bullishly again. Don't forget, I think there's a good chance we reject off this trend line right here. That trend line, we'll reject in 3 waves and then continue up after that. Now we don't have to find support on this line. It could be shorter. It could be a shallow retrace and then continue. But if you're bullish, that's what you want to see. You want to see a 3-wave pullback and then a continuation. Let's rock. Let's get out of here. It could break up and out of here. Okay, it really could. But I don't think so. If it breaks up and out of that trend line fast, like here, if it breaks, oh, come on. If it pops up here and then starts going, I would expect it to wick back and come on down here. Okay, because then I'm looking at this as some kind of a flat. Okay, and that could precipitate a real fast and hard dump. Okay, so anyway, with that said, let's watch price action here and let's see what happens here. But I think what we're going to want to see is see what happens. Do we break this trend line, pull back, and continue down? Okay. Or does this find support here? Then we come up, pull back, continue, or we dump from there. That's kind of where we are. And I think there's a good chance we consolidate within this range for the next month. And it's probably going to do that because we're heading into an election and the market's uncertain. And then after the election, we'll pump or we'll dump. That's probably what we're looking at right there. So looking for a pump up to the trend line and then rejection in 3 waves and playing around, pump or dump. We can keep the analysis like that. That makes it simple. All right, guys. Thanks for stopping by the channel. That's what I'm looking for price action over the next couple of months into the election. I hope you guys have a great day. Take it easy.